Here we go, back with another session working on our werewolf. And I was about to go do my run for the day, but I figured I would try to just get an hour in of this and then I'll do my run after. But yeah, so I guess our plan is to work on defining some more of these muscles and maybe start the hands and feet. But we'll see how far we get with this. Actually, maybe we'll start with the hands and feet and then remesh and then yeah, I think that's actually what we'll do. But yeah, maybe we'll talk a little bit about the gym. I know not everybody is a gym head. I wouldn't really classify myself as a gym head. Um, Nor is it always fun listening to people talk about the gym, especially if you're not really into that. However, in about, let's see, today is April the 2nd. In about 7 days, I will now be 7 months consistent lifting at the gym, which is pretty cool. It's taught me a lot, honestly, just about like trying and being persistent and setting goals and that kind of stuff. Like I would always like um try working out here and there, just like calisthenics. Did I say that right? And some dumbbell work, but I never really lifted or ran. And I should get started on these hands while I'm rambling about this. But it's been cool to set some goals, and then it's also been like frustrating at times when I'm trying to get better and lift a little bit heavier and being stuck on certain weights like my bench press. I was stuck on bench press, the same weight on bench press for like 5 months. I just like couldn't, it was more like a form thing, and I just like could not figure it out. But I ended up in the past 2 weeks like smashing my bench press weight and like making pretty big strides in that. And even with squatting, I was able to, over the past few months, make small improvements on squatting and get up there and stuff. And I mean, this week I've flown past my goals on that too. I tried like a really heavy weight for me, and hold on, this is off. And like it's just cool. Like it's been teaching me a lot about myself, and I'm running 20 to 25 miles a week now. It's like I can't even imagine thinking that I would be doing that years ago. But the running helps a lot with like anxiety and stuff. I can go through a lift and still feel like I definitely would feel better, but I definitely could be feeling a little bit anxious still after lifting. But after the run is when those feelings like really kind of dissipate, or even if they don't go all the way away, it just makes it feel easier to deal with. Um, I'm not here to like preach the gym on anybody. I used to like really not like when people would talk about the gym just because it's like if I want to make that step, I'll do it myself. I don't need, people to try to preach that onto me. But yeah, I'm really happy that I have been really consistent with that. Um, I think it's helped me even with my creativity too. Just like some of the harder parts. Some of the harder parts of just like, again, being persistent and stuff. helps me push through with that too. So I'm gonna try to get about an hour in here, see how I'm feeling, see how I'm doing, and then go get that run in. Today, no lift today. Today is rest day for that. But I just be running every day at least, so that. His hands look okay. I also like it for a little bit of a different reason while running, because I've been limiting my screen time on my phone, or trying to. And oh my gosh, it's so hard to run while not. I run on an elliptical, so if I was actually like running out in person, maybe it would be a little bit easier. But last time I did that, my knees like really hurt. But I use that time to kind of watch some stuff that I'm watching, whether it's a show or some YouTube videos. So it comes in handy with that too. Get my little watch time in. Yeah, so we want to put some claws on this guy too. But we're just going to start with the fingers and stuff. Get some phalanges going on here. My favorite way to do this is just use the cube. And then like 1 or 2 subdivisions just to start. I will say it is different sculpting this in an A pose rather than the usual T pose I try. But I know this is like a common practice. It's a much nicer day out this morning. Yesterday, when I recorded the part 2 of this werewolf, it was downpouring. Today, it is already nice and sunny. Which, I mean, we like both. The rain is always nice. I like the rain. Are these arms too long? I think these arms are too long in general. Like that. But times are switching to spring at the time of recording this, so I mean, I don't live in an area where it like snows or gets like super wintry. It's usually just rainy, if anything. But it's nice hearing all the birds out again. The hummingbirds. I really like hummingbirds. And they are out and about. So when I go on my little cool down walk, those I go outside and go on my cool down walk after my elliptical run. It's nice to hear those fellas out there. These are too big. Can always fatten these up with the inflate brush. Okay. Now, this one's usually a little bit longer here. If anyone's playing any games, let me know what kind of games you guys are playing too. I'm kind of on a no games time right now, but I know there's a lot of banger games out right now. Apparently, I checked out the Monster Hunter game that just came out. Monster Hunter, is it Wilds? Hope that's right. I know that there is also a new Assassin's Creed game, which the last time I played an Assassin's Creed game was Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. So, quite a while ago. That was Xbox 360, PS3 days. Okay, that's supposed to be pinky, so maybe just a little bit smaller there. But yeah, kind of just been chilling on games. I played a lot of games, but lately I haven't been getting that same like satisfaction from playing them. So I've just been taking a break on them, which I think is good every once in a while. Normally I would just hop from game to game, but we are trying not to do that right now. There's not even really a whole lot of games that I want to play personally. Like, the one game I'm late on that I do want to try is Jedi Survivor. Fallen Order was so good. And I am like way late on playing that. But even that, I really don't even want to dive into right now. Okay, is this thumb too far? Let's see, maybe here. Yeah, something like that, I think. And then we'll scoot it in. Hands are a little bit tough for me. I think they're kind of one of the tougher things in general. But I feel like I've been getting a little bit better at them. See how that turns out though. I think that's a decent block out. I think it just looks a little bit off. The thumb looks too far down or something. Be a bit long too. Okay, I think good enough to continue. Maybe these are a little bit long too. Let's bring this back. Cool. Obviously a little bit beefy, but working on that. Okay, I think, whoops, meant to delete the mirror. That's a problem. Now we'll do the mirror. Boom. Alright, looks pretty decent for the block out. What's up, Nico? Nico's my cat. Let me just... Gotta be careful whistling and doing noises like that. They get pretty loud in the headphones or whatever speakers. Be smaller at the wrist. Come out a little bit on the thumb. And this thumb part's usually a bit beefier. Okay. Let's remesh. Sometimes when remeshing this part, like, it's super annoying. There's small gaps. Oh my gosh, sorry if you can hear that. My cat's going ham in the litter box right now. Okay, this looks pretty jank from this angle. This kind of looks like one of those like plastic gloves or doctor gloves, whatever they're called. Okay, I see. This is like too long. Holy cow, I think I rushed into this. I need to see how far back we can go. I have to reshape this a bit. This is not it. Not it. Let me see how far back we saved. Oh my gosh, I just saved right there. Whoops. Damn. Alright, now we gotta redo these. It's just better if we do it now. Let me try a different method. Sorry, you guys just had to see that monstrosity. You might even be seeing another one. Mm-hmm. What the heck? Hmm. Let's try this. This already feels weird. Let's just see this real quick. I think I got nervous and I jinxed myself with how I was doing better with hands. Look at that. I'm in damage control right now. Trying to get this fixed. Maybe we'll just leave his hands crazy like that. Hopefully this works out, so I don't have to start another hand. This here. Sheesh, this is rough. Put this one back a bit. And then I think these gaps are just too much. Sheesh, I gotta find a more efficient way to do hands, especially if I'm gonna be talking about this while I'm doing this. Holy crap. I just went into like focus mode because I was like, oh my goodness. This is awkward and embarrassing trying to get this, but who cares? It might be funny to come back to one day. Just be like, wow. Just like the gym. Like, wow, I was stuck on that weight for a while and now I'm doing this. Oh, I was stuck on these hands for a while and now I'm doing this. And a lot better at it. Okay. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Actually good at that. Let's get this a little bit more touch up and then we're like good to sculpt. I don't know what was worse, watching that or my inability to talk during that part. Holy cow. Cool. We could sculpt knuckles and all that in a minute. Probably longer than a minute. This might be a little bit big. Although we do want him to have some pretty good sized claws and stuff, so. Let's see how we're looking. I think that's alright. They are a little bit big. Ah. Alright. Let me just duplicate these just in case. Them here. And then apply. To apply the scale. Yeah, something I should work on practicing more is just like, instead of going into a full project like this to practice hands or whatever, just like sculpt a hand. Just as a practice exercise. I know that's pretty common, but I just usually don't do it. I just go straight to the putting them onto a character or whatever. Alright. Alright. Let's work on these suckers. Get them juiced up a bit. Definitely need to juice up the thumb. There we go. So these knuckles going. Just to help us get a better idea. Doesn't have to be that great right now. We're going to go back and obviously add detail. Hopefully it's obvious. But spring and summer are coming up. I was touched on that a little bit. You guys doing any cool trips or anything for spring or summer? I would definitely like to be going hiking some more. There's some really cool hiking trails around my area and also some not too far away. I like to hit some more beach trails and stuff this year. There's plenty of forest stuff too that we can hit. But I've always wanted to do the trails out at the beach. Always been appealing to me. Done one or two, and it's pretty awesome. I mean, it's just like hiking in the forest, but it's just like you got the whole ocean to look at pretty much. Pretty cool. Just gotta make sure not to go to any sketchy ones. Because there are some where you're like, I've heard where you're like scaling the side of a cliff, and a lot of people have to actually get rescued doing that. Calling the chopper. Kind of made these a little bit far away. We gotta somehow close the gaps here without making them too chonky. Actually, I mean, to be fair, our reference image, they are pretty chonky. Like my cat. Chonky. Also might be a little bit too, like, wide. Mm-hmm. Well, I forgot to turn the the mirror on, so we'll just delete that whenever I go to remesh. Um, Hopefully we're having a decent time just chilling here. A little bit, wee bit self-conscious about how much I'm not talking, because I don't really have like a whole lot of things to talk about, really. But I'm trying. I'm trying to just get better in general, so we will see how this goes. Mm-hmm. Although I wish I did have more things to talk about, I do enjoy just like chill videos, chill live streams. I watch some people sculpt, and it's just chill. Sometimes the other stuff is a little bit overstimulating, and like, I mean, that's fine. There's definitely a time and place where I enjoy watching some of like the quick boom, boom, boom content. But, yeah. We're just chilling and sculpting over here. Plus, I mean, there's not like a crazy whole lot of. I mean, there's kind of some new stuff going on, but nothing that crazy. Maybe when I go on some hikes and stuff, I'll have some. Maybe I'll see a cool bird or something I could talk about. Or like a whale. If I see a whale breach when the whales come through this area. I went whale watching one time out here, and we did not see one. Not on a boat either. There's like a spot where you can go on this cliff, and you can maybe see some from a couple of the beaches around there too. But the time I went, it was like super windy, and so for one, we didn't stay long. I don't really mind the wind at the beach. I always go to the beach expecting it to be windy and cold, and that kind of helps. But Yeah, the people I was with weren't really feeling that, so I didn't stay long. That would be pretty cool to see the whales. I think it'd be cool to go to Hawaii and see the whales too. Okay, maybe these hands are a bit small here. Let me just get rid of this while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, maybe that is better. Obviously for blending reasons into the arm, but just he's supposed to have like big claws, so okay. Feeling much better about these than that first set of hands I tried there. But I'm gonna leave that in there because it's kind of funny. Yeah, clean this up right here too. Trying to decide if I want to remesh now on these or do a little bit on the feet. I mean, maybe the feet I could just do without having to add another whole bit there. Get a little bit of that going. Okay, here's gonna be like a wrist bone. So we're gonna have to bring this in and this in a bit and then that out. And same on the other side a bit, but that's alright for now. Okay. Trying to think about what I want to do next. Keep working on the hands or what? Alright, just had to lean back, listen to some Frank Ocean there for a minute. But when I tried to pull up Spotify, or actually it was after I closed Spotify, I saw that there is going to be new Star Wars on the way. Tales of the Underworld. I cannot be any more excited for that, honestly. The animated Clone Wars series is a big contributor to why I got into learning 3D modeling, animation, sculpting, and into this 3D space for sure. And shows like The Bad Batch, Tales of the Empire, Tales of the Jedi, Star Wars Rebels, all huge factors into this. So the fact that there's um, a new series with the animated folks, I'm looking forward to that. Plus, big fan of Cad Bane. I think he's awesome. I think Asajj Ventress is also really cool, and I know this video just took a huge turn. I'm like really excited, and yeah, it should be freaking awesome. I just love the style of the new Lucasfilm animation stuff too. It's so good, so freaking good. Okay, let's do a little bit on these legs. I'm gonna try to do like 30 more minutes, maybe, and then I'm gonna do my run. Maybe I'll do some more after. I'll definitely probably record some more of this tonight, but that'll probably be the fourth part or whatever. Wow, I just saw the trailer for that too, and I'm just like absolutely stoked. If you guys are even just remotely Star Wars fans or just like animation and stuff, like please go check out the Tales of a Jedi and Tales of an Empire at the very least. I understand like the Clone Wars animated series is kind of long, so if you don't want to do that, I get that, but the Tales of Empire and Tales of Jedi are like really short little series, like 3 episodes of a certain character, 1 episode of this, blah blah blah. But so good, so damn good. Um, let's see. Get a little bit of this. I also really like the Visions series that they've been doing too. I think more of that's supposed to come out. I really enjoyed season 1. Season 2, I feel like didn't have as many good episodes that I personally liked, but season 1 of that was banger as well. Okay, yeah, so it's gonna start a little bit skinnier here. I think some of the live action Star Wars stuff that's coming out is pretty good. Just the rewatchability for it isn't there for me. For most of like even the ones I really like Ahsoka. I mean, Andor was super good. I rewatch Mando sometimes. That's like the only one I can really rewatch. Obi-Wan series I know kind of got some flack. I enjoyed it, but that's still one that I just like I can't rewatch it. It's just not there. I tried to rewatch an episode of it the other day when I was doing my run, and I just like I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it. Acolyte, my opinion on Acolyte is I think people jump the gun on it too much, and that's just Star Wars fans in general. I mean, I love us all, don't get me wrong, but like I saw this thing, people were complaining about Acolyte, and then like obviously I think the show got canceled. I could be wrong on that, but I thought the show got canceled or like not renewed or whatever. And then people were complaining that there's no like Darth Plagueis stuff. It's like, bro, they literally hinted at that in that show. It's like if we would have just wrote it out, maybe we would have got some busting out of it. I don't know. I do not know. It's like a lot of people just want Anakin Skywalker stuff just over and over again, which is like, hell yeah, but at the same time, it's like, bro, we could get some amazing stuff if we just kind of move forward a little bit. Like, again, look at the animated stuff that they got going on. Bad Batch was so good. Tales of a Jedi, Tales of an Empire. phenomenal. Honestly, Bad Batch was phenomenal too. I just want to mention that too. But I don't know. I guess we're not really here for Star Wars talk. Actually, you know what? I mean, this is just me just rambling, talking anyways. At least I'm like a little bit more upbeat and I have something to talk about now. Just had to get through all that boringness a little bit. But should be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to Andor Season 2, by the way. It's about to start up again in about 20 days. I think that's about it for Star Wars content. I'm a little bit worried about the Mandalorian movie that's supposed to be coming out. We'll see how that goes. I think they got something great there, obviously, but I'm hopeful. I just like not sure where they're really gonna go with that. I mean, I have my own theories, but we'll see. We shall see. Love the soundtrack in that too, by the way. I listen to that sometimes when I'm working on stuff. Alright, I know I was working on hands, but I just need to get away from those for right now. Just listening to some Frank Ocean. Wow, what a turn of events, just going from Star Wars to Frank Ocean. But I actually really like his music. I'm diving a little bit more into his discography. I'm really late on that boat, but it's kind of nice because a lot of people complain about how he doesn't draw music, and it's like I have all this music to listen to from him. I'd say my 3 top songs by Mr. Frank. And again, I haven't listened to everything, so my 3 top songs would be Pink and White. That song's bussin'. Pyramids and White Ferrari, probably. Alright, shaping these feet and ankles. I think this needs to come down a little bit more. And we'll make it a little bit pudgier. Maybe that's too much. Huh? Maybe not. Like diamonds in the end. Her hair like cashmere. Okay, this is not a sing along. I gotta stop. Okay. Looking cool. Looking a little funky, but I mean, it's a freaking werewolf. Doesn't have to be perfect here. Commentary is definitely not perfect, but actually, you know what? It's perfect for now because I'm still learning, practicing. All right. Also, now I haven't really put a whole bunch of muscle mass on like the upper body either, but he's looking a little bit thinner than I wanted. Like his back, I think needs to be like out more or something. I don't know. We'll get to that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Get some of these shin bones going. Whatever this little like muscle thing is. It's kind of funny. I started going to college classes a while ago, like years ago, for biology. I wanted to be a marine biologist at the time, and I eventually like moved on from that and started doing videography and stuff. But it's kind of funny how the biology aspect of it came back working on these creatures. If I would have paid attention a little bit more to the muscles and stuff. I know that's anatomy too, but I didn't take anatomy. Okay, these legs need to be beefed up for sure. Like cashmere. Yeah, I think that's better. I mean, on my reference, the inner groin muscles are damn near touching. Okay. Okay, cool. Should work on beefing up these arms now a bit. Okay. Let me go here. This guy going. And change the mat cap on this. Let's work on beefing this guy up a bit. Give him some more biceps. Need to make these shoulder blades, I think, a bit bigger. Okay. Oh no, I'm back to the K. I've probably already been doing it all this whole time. To round this out some. Okay, this is gonna be a bit extreme, but let's just see. I think that's like how we want it. It's just, I think now this gotta come back. Yeah, I'm liking how this is coming together for sure. I think maybe his head is too far forward. Like, he's kind of got to lean. Maybe like a tiny bit. Oh, that just happened. When did I save last? Oh no. All right, lovely. Oh no. Way back here? Hold on, there had to be an autosave. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. That just gave me a little. Wow. Okay. We're gonna save this. And then I think I'm just gonna do my run now. That was a little bit scary. I swear I saved before that though, anyways. Yeah, sorry about the monstrosity of the hands in the beginning. And yeah, thanks for watching.